Good morning students. Today we start our new 7th chapter variation. Now variation means what? आता variation म्हणजे परिवर्तन आणि त्यालाच मराठीत म्हणतात आपण फरक. म्हणजेच की एखाद दोन गोष्टी दिलेल्या असतील तर त्यात काय फरक घडून आला दॅट मीन्स व्हेरिएशन. तर आपल्याला हे व्हेरिएशन पाहायचे आहे. ना व्हेरिएशन हॅव द टू टाइप्स. फर्स्ट इज द डायरेक्ट व्हेरिएशन and another is inverse variation. These are the two types of variation. If we understand direct and inverse proportion variation, it is also called as proportion. If we understand, then we solve any example in this chapter. So first we understand what is the difference between direct and inverse variation. So I take one example. Suppose I bought one pen. One pen of 20 rupees. Then if we bought the two pens, then what is the price of two pens? 40 rupees. If we bought the three pens, then what is the price of three pens? 60 rupees. If we bought four pens, then 80 rupees. And if we bought the five pens, then it is the price of 100 rupees. Means if we have two quantities, that means this is the quantity of pens. This is the pen and this quantity is the price of pen. So we call the first quantity is x and another quantity is y. Means we have the two quantities x and y. So you nicely observe what is the difference of these two quantities. First quantity is increased when we go the after, and also the second quantity also increase. Means first quantity increase, then the second quantity also increase in a same proportion. One pen 20, two pen means quantity more, then the price also increases. Means when the both quantities x and y are increases in same proportion, then there is a direct variation. Means this is the example of direct variation. So how we denote the direct variation? X is directly varies with y. Okay. Now we see the inverse proportion, inverse variation. I take one example again. Suppose we want go the place A from A to the B, and this is the distance 100 kilometer. Now when we travel with the speed of 20 kilometer per hour, then we reach the B in 5 hours. If our speed of our car is 40 kilometer per hour, then we reach the 4 hours, 2.5 hours. If we again change the speed of 60 kilometer per hour, then we reach 1.5 hours. Means if we have these two quantities, this is the distance speed of car and this is the time. If we our speed is 20 kilometer, then we reach in 5 hours. Then if the speed is 40 kilometer, then we reach in 2.5 hours. If our speed again increase, then the time is decrease. You observe in this, when the speed is increase, then the time is decrease. Means take this first quantity is speed of car, and another quantity is time, y. Speed is 20, 40 and 60, and time is 5, 1, 2.5 and 1.5. If we observe the speed is increased, then the time is decreased. Means one quantity is increased and another quantity is decreased. Here is the inverse proportion. This is the example of inverse proportion or inverse variation. Now it is denoted by x is inversely proportional to y. So we write down x is inversely proportional to y. So it is, remember these things, if we have the two quantities, If the first quantity is increased, then another quantity also increase in same proportion. Otherwise, second condition, if first quantity is decreased and another quantity also decrease in the same proportion, then the example of is direct variation. Means the two quantities are increase also in same proportion or decrease also same proportion, then this example is direct variation or direct proportion. Another example, inverse variation. If we have the two quantities and these are the change, first is increase and another is decrease, otherwise first is decrease and another is increase. So this is the example of inverse proportion. Okay. Now we see the direct variation. This is the short example in our book. We recall this example, number of books and cost of these books. They give us 12 books in 240 rupees. So we have to find out what is the price of for one book, 3 books, 9 books, 24 books and 50 books. So how we find out? If we know the 12 books in 240 rupees. So we first find out the 3 books, what is the price of 3 books. So how we find out? First we find out the price of one book. So 240 divided by 12 means one book of price is 20 rupees. So we find out 3 books means 3 into 20 is equal to 60 rupees. Fill in the blanks. This is the answer of 60. Then we find out the 9 books. Again 9 into 20. So what is the price of 9 books? 9 into 20, 180 rupees. So we write down here 180 rupees. Then we find out the 50 books. 50 into 20 means 1000 rupees. So we fill in the blanks. 1000 rupees. You find out this 24th answer. This is the homework. Means if you observe the number of books are increases, then the cost also increases. Means we have the two quantities. This is the x first quantity and this is the cost is y second quantity. Both quantities are increases in same proportion. That means this is the example of direct variation. So we written as x is directly varies with y. In a mathematical, we write down x is directly proportional to y. This is the alpha, x, alpha, y. Alpha is a Greek letter. We denote for the direct variation. We denote for the variation. Therefore, x is directly proportional to y. We find out the equation of variation. When we find out equation, x equal to, it is changed in a equal to sign with a constant ky. This is our equation of variation. Whereas k is constant of variation. In another examples, you change this x and y variables with a, b, m and any letters, but k is the same constant. It is not changed the constant. It is always denoted by k. Okay. Now we see practice sheet 7.1, page number 36. So question number 1, write the following statements using the symbol of variation. First example is circumference C of a circle is directly proportional to radius r. Here they give us two quantities, circumference and radius. Circumference is denoted by C and radius is denoted by small r. And they say that circumference of a circle is directly proportional to its radius. So we have to denote only in symbol of variation. C means circumference, R means radius. It is both quantities are directly proportional. Means we write down C directly proportional to R. This is the answer of first example. Now second, consumption of petrol L in a car and distance travelled by the car D are in direct variation. Here they give us again two quantities. First is the consumption of petrol L. They denote petrol L, and the distance travelled by car is D. Means Our answer is L and D, and they say that it is the directly proportional to D. So we write down L is directly proportional to D. Now we see question number 2. Complete the following table considering that the cost of apples and their number are in direct variation. Means they give us second example in a direct variation. They already said that the example is direct variation. So we have only find out the values of that quantities. So first quantity is number of apples X, and another is cost of apples Y. One apple, cost of one apple is 8. 4 apple is 32. Here is the fill in the blanks. 56. 12. Fill in the blanks. And here is fill in the blanks at 160. Now, how to find out the number of apples by using the equation of variation. So, they say the x is directly varies to y. So, we write down x is directly proportional to y. Now, our equation of variation is x equal to k1, where is the k is constant. X, what is the value of x? 1, 4, and what is the value of y is 8 and 32. Third quantity we have to find out the number of apples. They give us y, means 56. So first we find out the constant of variation. Put x equal to 1 and y equal to 8. So first find out the constant of proportion k. 1 equal to k into 8. So k is equal to 1 by 8. So what is the value of k is 1 by 8. Now in this example, this is the first, second, third, fourth and fifth. So we find out the third example. This x we don't know. So we write down x equal to question mark, y is equal to 56. And what is the proportionality constant? K is equal to 1 by 8. K is equal to 1 by 8. Then our equation is x is equal to ky. X is we don't know. K is equal to 1 by 8 and y is the 56. Here is nothing but denominator means 1. So x equal to 8 1 is 8, 8 7 is 56. 8 is equal to, x is equal to 7. Okay, now we solve the fourth example. X equal to 12, y is equal to we don't know, and again k is equal to 1 by 8. This is the these are the direct variation. So it is the increase in same proportion. So always we take the k is equal to 1 by 8. Again x equal to ky. X equal to 12 is equal to 1 by 8 into y. This 8 is in denominator, means is in division. When we transfer in the multiplication, 12 into 8 is equal to y. That means y is equal to 96. Now we find out the fifth example. Again here x equal to we don't know, y is equal to 160 and k is equal to 1 by 8. Then x equal to ky, x equal to k means 1 by 8 into y is equal to 160. Therefore 8 1 is 8, 8 2 is 16 and 0 means x equal to 20. These are the values. Okay. Understand? Now we see the example number 3. If m is directly varies to n, when m is equal to 154, n is equal to 7, find the value of m when the n is equal to 14. Means they give us directly proportional, m is directly proportional to n. So we write down equation of variation, m is equal to kn. Here k is constant. Put, now we first find out the value of k. When the m is equal to 154 and n is equal to 7, then 154 is equal to k into 7. This 7 is in multiplication. When we transfer, it is in division. So k is equal to 154 divided by 7. K is equal to 22. Now we know the constant proportionality constant k is equal to 22. and then we find out the value of m. M is equal to question mark, whereas n is equal to 14 and k is equal to 22. Again we write down the equation of variation. M is equal to kn. M means we don't know. K is equal to 22 into n is equal to 14. So m is equal to 308. This is the value of m. Understand? Now we see the example number 5. I leave the fourth example for the homework because second example and fourth example are the same. So you try at home. Now we see the fifth example. Y varies directly as the square root of x. So you read properly. This is the square root. So we write down y is directly proportional to square root of x. This is the given condition. When x equal to 16, x equal to 16, y is equal to 24, find the constant of variation. And what is the constant of variation? K. So first we find out the value of k and the equation of variation, and then we find out the equation of variation. So first we find out the constant of variation k. First we write down the equation y is equal to k root x. This is the equation of variation where k is constant. Then put value of x and y for the finding the k. X equal to 16 and y is equal to 24. Put these values. 24 equal to k in the root. 16, what is the square root of 16? 4. 24 equal to k into 4. Therefore, k is equal to 24 divided by 4. K is equal to 6. Therefore, constant of variation k is equal to 6. This is our first answer. Now we have to find out the equation of variation. So put the value of k is in equation of variation. Y is equal to 6 root x. This is the equation of variation. Understand?